Jisselle was born normal. There was no complications. There was nothing wrong. Everyone was so in love with Jisselle. Everyone. They called her a little baby doll. At her 6-month checkup, her doctor noticed that she wasn't holding her head up anymore. They have not been able to diagnose her with anything. They mentioned global developmental delay. We have been to neurologists, neurosurgeons. She has been to genetics doctors, and she has had so much testing done. They still have not been able to give us a concrete diagnosis.
My name is Timothy Villa. I'm a speech-language pathologist. We work on speech intelligibility, articulation, language, communication, and engagement or social skills, and feeding. I first met Jisselle in December of last year. She has global deficits, meaning multiple areas: gross motor, fine motor, and then communication. She cannot verbally produce words. So what we are working on right now is giving her some other form of communication. That can be something very low level, like pictures to express what she wants, or touching a picture to indicate what she wants. Right now we've built up to using a 4-button machine that when she pushes a button, it says a pre-programmed sentence. One button will say, "I want bubbles." One button will say, "I want a cookie." She's learning how to functionally communicate her wants and her needs, which will be translated to button devices, or maybe an electronic device like a tablet, where she can use that to make her selections to form her sentences.
I'm Jenna Zanzler. I'm an occupational therapist here at the Warren Center, and I work in the clinic program with kids aged 3 to 8. So when I met Jisselle, it was virtually because we were still in lockdown from coronavirus, so I had to do her assessment over the computer. In January or so, she was able to start coming into the office for therapy services. We were given a TheraSuit and all the equipment that goes with it, and it just so happens that Jiselle's the perfect candidate for this device. It's a suit that you actually put on over the child's clothes, and you attach bands, and the bands provide support or resistance to help the child with movement skills they may not already have, or to provide support where they don't already have the strength to support themselves. Since Jisselle has a lot of motor delays, she was great for that. So we do put her in the suit when she comes here to work on her abdominal strength and sitting and standing, and now she's rolling, getting herself up more efficiently. She can be in quadruped. She's got more strength with side-to-side reach. And a lot of kids scream when they see that they're a suit, but she's excited about it, so she has to know it's helping her.
Donations to the Warren Center really mean that we're able to provide quality services to these kids, and we're getting more and more kids in, which means we're going to need to grow. Our clinic is growing, which means our staff needs to grow, which means our materials need to grow.
So something great about working with the Warren Center is we do what's best for children and families. So if you're having trouble with insurance, or you don't have the money to do the services, we have ways to work with families so they can get the services that they need. We were able to do some of that with Jisselle while we were working through insurance issues, because there's no reason for this child not to be receiving therapy, and anywhere else she might have been put on hold. But here we saw her through the whole thing. So the donations that you give our company help us provide those services for kids like Jisselle who really need the help.
This was my first pregnancy, going through it without my mom. I was going through a hard time, emotionally, mentally. Jisselle was my little girl. She was the surprise for us. And I didn't know, but she was what I needed. The Warren Center, they're the ones helping my daughter. They're the ones getting her where she needs to be. She started doing so much. They helped us so much. I was so scared. I thought she was never going to be able to do any of it. It's pretty much my family, my support group. So it's really beneficial for all the families that do get help from the Warren Center.